Us tonight here on the Hill throughout the hour, Mick Mulvaney, NewsNation contributor, former chief of staff in the Trump administration. Lori Watkins, a Democratic strategist, former policy advisor to Barack Obama. Lauren Wright, NewsNation political contributor and professor at Princeton University. And Brad Howard is a Democratic strategist. Hello to you all. Nice to have you all in. Lots going on tonight. Mulvaney walks into my office about an hour ago.
Tough day.
You say you are talking to Republicans in the state of North Carolina. Ballots go out there on Friday and then statewide on Tuesday. And you think this story involving Mark Robinson is a big deal because of what you're hearing?
Yeah, because, again, I'm from North Carolina, grew up there, still live in that media market, even though I'm south of the border. Know a lot of folks from there, talked to a bunch of Republicans today. Here's what I'm hearing. They're not pushing him to get off of the party is not pushing him to get off the ballot because it's simply too late. They learned this lesson when they tried to get RFK off the ballot in North Carolina, which they did, but it's just too late to get anybody off. So he can drop out of the race if he wants to, but there doesn't seem to be any way to replace him. So it looks like the Republicans are going into the election in November with Mark Robinson as their candidate.
So if you're a Republican right now in the Pacific Northwest or in the Midwest or wherever, but you don't live in North Carolina, and you say, you know what? I kind of don't care who's the governor of North Carolina. I don't live there. You think this is a big deal because it's a drag on Trump?
It is. There's some polling data folks are telling me about today that has Robinson down by as much as 16 points right now.
Not going to win there.
Trump is still up by 1, but it has to be a drag on the Trump ticket. There's no question. Keep in mind, and I've just received this from my Democrat friends, there's quotes, there's going to be some ads run that say, it's a video of Donald Trump saying, we have to cherish Mark Robinson. You have to cherish him. He's like fine wine. He's an outstanding person. That ad is going to run in North Carolina, which is a swing state from start to finish. It's going to be a problem for Trump.
I will disagree with Mick that North Carolina is actually up by, Harris is up by 1 since August in North Carolina. I will agree that this guy is absolutely a drag on the ticket for Trump. But this, to me, also shows that they don't have a bench in North Carolina, which is another state that this is just showing that Republicans don't have a bench. You have Anderson Clayton, who is the chair of the party there. She's 25 years old. The bench in North Carolina, up and down the ticket, is great. They've been pumping money into there, and I think they don't have a candidate. It's too late.
If you came out and said that they're weak on vetting, I have to agree with you. How this doesn't get
great on opposition research.
That's not the bench. The bench is strong. You had Mark Walker, a former member of Congress, in the primary. You had Pat McCrory, the former governor, in the primary. You had a bunch of folks running. So the bench is not bad.
But people chose to go with Robinson.
Trump chose.
I'll end with you here.
I'm glad you didn't start with me, but Republicans used to be much better at vetting statewide candidates. I don't know what happened in this case. It's very embarrassing. The best case scenario for them is test the limits of the denial strategy. He was already 8 points behind. He might not have won anyway. So let's see how poorly he can do and how much the denial strategy.
You told me your text chains were blowing up on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's very alarming. It's very weird stuff. Not to use the Harris word of the moment, but I think two things here I don't want to gloss over. Number one, that is a very good, well-researched CNN report. Go through and read it. The work they put into that story to connect the dots is incredible, and it is hard proof. Number two is that it's not just that he was on porn sites. It's not just that he was saying weird things. When you campaign on family values and when you attack Democrats for being immoral and then you're doing this under the radar, it flies in the face of voters. Voters aren't stupid. They see this and they resent the fact that people treat them like this, and that's why they're going to vote him out.
And I would leave you with this. The 7 key swing states, North Carolina is one of them. Democrats haven't won North Carolina since Barack Obama in 2008. And even then, it was only by 0.3%. If that state changes, every vote counts. And as you heard Mick there say, it could be a drag on Trump in that state. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.